Okay, Alex here once again, and get another observation. Uh, and this one isn't entirely comfortable. Like I'm not really proud of this, but I do think about it, and I know I can do much better. And there have been points in my life where I was better, and I think I'm getting back to it. But COVID was hard. The reality is, back then too, I got fired from a job, which was hard. That was difficult. It was a blow to the ego. I might have been fired before, but it was generally reason. The company was sold or some other stuff. And I could rationalize getting fired. I could. But the reality is I brought that on myself. I could have done some things differently in that case. But I realized that sometimes the problem is entirely me. It's the selfishness. And we here in the United States, we have a real issue when it comes to comparisons. So you compare yourself to others. You compare yourself to who's more successful, who's less successful, who's doing well, who looks like they're doing well. I don't know. You look at social media and there's a bunch of stuff out there, and people love talking about how great they're doing. They love it. And where am I going on vacation? What am I eating? Who, all this stuff. And you're looking like, well, my life isn't like that. So I must not be successful. The reality is, you don't know what the backstory is. Yeah, you went on vacation to a nice place, but did you have fun, or were you bitching the whole time? Were you arguing with others, arguing with whoever you went with? So we don't really know. You don't know. And I realize that sometimes, like, I suffer from this condition over and over, and I'm trying to get better at it. And I recognize that, hey, I'm putting more energy into bitching and comparing, whether that makes me feel good or it makes me feel bad in comparison. That I'm not like that's not positive, and it's like a faulty formula from the beginning because I'm making an uneven comparison. I don't have all the information, and it's just not smart. In addition, you say, well, I'm going to compare myself to who I was or my potential. Well, sometimes that's not really fair either. Like, to compare myself to who I was 10 years ago or 20 years ago or even yesterday is not, maybe that's not a good equation either, because the circumstances are different. I'm different. I guess the real point is, how much intention am I living with? And am I doing the best that I can at this today? Am I doing the best that I can? Am I really working to make myself better, the best that I can for this day? And this is what resonates with me. Is, am I doing something that's going to benefit others? And if the answer is yes, then I feel like I'm on the right path. I may not be perfect, but I feel like I'm on the right path. So I would just get word of advice, and back to me, is be careful with the comparisons to others, and even comparisons to who you were. Because again, it's all perceptions. And sometimes I think it's just a faulty equation. Like, be in the moment and do the best you can. Be in the moment and do the best you can. And then rinse and repeat. And you just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Just word to the wise. Careful.